So the Saints are off to a decent start. They're actually a pretty good team. I mean, if I didn't completely gut them a little on the offense, but I mean, I kind of just did what I could. I mean, I had to. I got rid of Derek Carr. I mean, no offense to Derek Carr, he's just not the quarterback I'm looking for. And the trade block is kind of scraps. Ooh, said he's like a 75, I think. Okay, 75, huh? What do I got? I also have a 75. See if I can finesse. Alright. What they want for him. No. Definitely not. Alright. So he's a 73. I'm gonna try to get a draft pick from him too. So they got 2 5s. I'm gonna take a 4. Alright, hold up. What's my draft picks look like? 1 1, 2 2, 3 3, 4 4. Yeah, I've been finessing hard to try to get something going. Damn, alright. So I gotta pay. I'll give you a 4. That's about all I'm gonna offer. Alright, fuck it. Nice. Hold on. There we go. did they say? Wilson. Hold up. Let me figure it out. 3, 4. Hold on, I got another trade for the Chiefs. I want to see if they'll actually do it. I'm not controlling them. So let's see if they'll actually pull this off, because it says I need a defensive tackle. And they're riding pretty heavy on George. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to get him, since I'm running around the same. I'm gonna see if they'll not Young. No. Where is he? No. There he is. I'm gonna see if they'll trade this. I'm gonna see what I can do to get a couple pieces from them. Young superstar. And I want a 3rd round pick from you guys. No. You're gonna have to give it up a second. I'm giving up a lot with Tyrann Mathieu. Oh, they're giving up 2. Holy crap. Okay. I mean, the Commanders always have a decent so we'll keep the young man, young Hicks. What's the difference? 63-72. So that would be nice. Yeah, because I'm trying to go young on the defense. I always try to have a young defense. Cut 1 player.
Easily see. Here are some recommendations to get you started.
But, yeah. There we go. Now I can keep everybody. Let's go. 2-0 right now. Last game was against the Cowboys. They almost won, but then I jumped on offense and got the offense moving. Their defense really had Gardner Minshew and the offense locked down, but I just traded Olave away, so I got a couple pieces for him, a couple pieces for a different player. Like, it should be all right. And we're under 80 now. But the good thing is I've cut a lot of the cap down. So this off season will be really good, because that's one thing when I was watching ESPN and they were talking about Dennis Allen getting fired, that the Saints are going to have whoever the new coach will be in real life is going to have a real big problem having to cut down a lot of the roster, because they're too loaded. And that's the first thing I did on here. I started cutting Derek Carr first to go, like just different people.
Superdome in New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, like just different pieces.
Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Pretty much got a quarterback where Most likely he won't stay, but he's good enough for now.
As we'll see Gardner Minshew and the New Orleans Saints taking on Jalen Hurts.
Minshew ain't the best ever, but I mean,
Eagles.
he'll hold
First
it over
opened back
till I
in
get my
1975.
quarterback.
There's a look inside the iconic
Pretty good at
Superdome in
drafting
downtown New
QBs.
Orleans.
I drafted one in, what was it, 2018, 16, I can't remember, 17. He was a 4th rounder, kind of tall, lean, had an arm on him. He was good. Ended up getting the Eagles a new coach that plays better to their strengths.
Along with Charles
kinda
Davis,
got me
I'm
worried, I
Brandon
ain't gonna
Gaudin.
lie.
And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. It's
Look
been
at
a
the
great
Jets
start to
one.
the season. Back-to-back wins to
Coach
begin
Anthony
the
Roberts
campaign.
got his first
Yeah,
win.
you don't want
Nice.
to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
Like I said, Gardner
They'll
Minshew
be
ain't
led
the
out
best
by
ever,
Gardner
but
Minshew,
he'll
6th
get me where I
round
need to be.
selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
He
And
did
how about
kind of
this
get
young man? Took the
treated
NFL
dirty
world by
after
storm.
Trevor
As a
Lawrence got
sixth-round
drafted
rookie,
to the
signature
Jaguars.
mullet, mustache, but 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy. Teammates love to win with a quarterback who leads them like that, and fans love to root for a guy who seems just like them.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Brian
A
Robinson.
solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run again here with Robinson.
Oh.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and
Hey,
that's all.
whatever I did for the Eagles,
And
they
here are the key
good at run
inactives for them in
stopping.
this one. And obviously, Charles, they're going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. The Saints at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Steps away.
Ooh.
Throws it on the move, but can't
Okay, I
connect.
didn't see that.
As
I didn't
falls
see that
incomplete.
happening.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending
crazy,
the play,
dude.
hoping someone would come
I
open
get
downfield,
crazy.
but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10.
All right, hold the line, hold the line.
Here's Minshew.
Oh,
And this throw incomplete. Well, the
yeah,
defender
whatever
all
I did
over
to
it
the
that
Eagles,
time.
they
It's
are,
going to lead to 3rd
they
down.
are kind of
Mecole
scary.
Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. Now, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Threw on you, Slay.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch
right
signal
there.
for and
All for
taken
it.
just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Let's stop
Out
Jalen
come the
Hurts.
Eagles for the first
4
time,
and
and the
3.
man in
Ooh.
charge at quarterback in his
He has
5th year
taken
now.
way too many throws.
And you and I both know that any win is a
He's
good
already
win.
thrown for
and that's what they did
66
last week.
times. 66
but there's also
times.
plenty for him to work on in his game.
I'm
wasn't
only
there?
in
Yeah.
2 touchdowns,
week
an
3.
interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10.
I already know what you're going to do. You got Saquon now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This defense for the Saints, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
All right, well.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The drive starting play, a good one. Give them 19. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here. Maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown! Juwan Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson to Debo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I'll take that.
That one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead.
Tight ends.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The point after, good by Groupie. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
I don't know why, but Jordan loves
So here are the
like
Saints
Dookie.
to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Hurts going to keep it running right. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
I'll take it.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2nd and 7. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Robinson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Robinson is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Groupie for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I got enough.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They go play action with Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the draw, this is Barkley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Davis is just a beast. Get him in a new contract.
Coming in for the sack that time.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. Time now to see what this defense can do. 2nd quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, Hurts into space at the 45. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 42. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and they already at the line. This Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick-6 last week. Not a pick-6 here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the...
So we're in the 3rd quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Oh, the option left, it's Hurts. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by... And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's into the end zone, a fumble return.
I just got him, too.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't
that
it
is
fun
awesome.
to see how a defense...
Offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down.
Davis is an animal, dude. I am signing him for a contract.
2nd sack of the afternoon. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective,
man, comes out of nowhere. Davis out of nowhere. Bang.
Leaps backwards after that play. They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll look to throw here on first down. Goes right back to Smith again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game.
Would say hello, but
it's been a blowout.
nobody
It's been
stays
continually
around
fueled by
long
big
enough for a
turnovers
hello.
and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back.
Serious?
Picking up the late touchdown here. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire. And
300 yards. I hate when it does that. It's not realistic. What's this? Pete Werner. Chargers running the NFC South, so this will pretty much cement it.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons versus Gardner Minshew and the New Orleans Saints.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive.
Cowboys finally won one? No way.
Play fake. Cousins. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action now. Cousins. And this one is incomplete. Drake London, the intended receiver there. And that'll make it 3rd down. Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it bad? And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Cousins. He's got the hook up to McLeod. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins able to complete this one to McLeod. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons.
So why is my scoreboard not showing?
Kyle Pitts. Been a nice showing here in the first half for this defense. Will that trend continue? Time to find out. A 1st down throw for Cousins. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the... Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. To throw, Cousins. That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around. They'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime. First down, here's Cousins. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 1. Throwing is Cousins. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Got an open man. It's McLeod. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. It was a strong first half for the veteran quarterback, Kirk Cousins. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a... The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Cousins now to throw on first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Algier will try to pick it up. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Cousins on first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the third quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Cousins to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
This is 2nd and 8. Throwing, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3rd and 5. Cousins. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Cousins now. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Here's Cousins. And that was going to be off target and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. I'm going to call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Starting the drive with Algier. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Algier with another carry. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And his guys are going to take over at the 20. Fourth quarter action, beginning of the drive. Time to see how this defense does here. Cousins. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PA.
There's like two guys that want to build a defense around.
Start of the drive here, fourth quarter, and this defense looking for a stop. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw is Cousins. This is Robinson. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching.
Stop throwing, how to stop catching.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Saints, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
I would make Kirk Cousins a freaking star on my offense. Gardner Minshew, all he had to do was play smart. Game management, he did all right. Played almost as good as Cousins did. Uh-oh. Not good. About to play the Chiefs. if I'm holding Patrick Mahomes anything. I mean, I'm going to try, but... I hope this ain't the same viewer just coming and going, because that's kind of pissing me off. Defend the... No. When it comes to Patrick Mahomes, they defend the deep pass. I don't know what you're talking about. Blitz counter. Start training. Yeah, I'm about to play the Chiefs. This is scary. Mahomes is probably about to gobble my defense up. Kool-Aid McKinstry. I love that name. That's his real name. I didn't name that dude. Jesus Christ. And we're in Arrowhead Stadium. Oh my God. We are about to get eaten alive. I can kiss that win streak goodbye. Crack a monster and figure it out. I always lose to the Chiefs. It doesn't help. Mahomes says that come back. Shit.
From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Oh yeah, I gave him a new coach. I gave him Harbaugh.
Special prime time.
Sent Vinny Reed to the Vikings. Harbaugh's actually got him looking kind of good. Back in the day, a lot of people don't know. I've been a Chiefs fan for over 25 years. Back when we had a 3-4 defense, we were eating people alive, so that's why I did what I did.
As we'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Gardner Minshew and the New Orleans Saints.
Can we say Gardner Minshew and scary carry defense?
Look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Scary. We were light on the run pretty heavy last week. That was pretty cool. I've been playing defense more and letting the offense kind of just feel itself out. Alright, there goes nothing.
Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play.
Davis, a new contract.
Mario Davis there on the stop.
Everyone.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's second and 9.
Blue.
Now Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
What the hell is that?
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
Oh,
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
He's been doing really good since he got on the
Chiefs. Bring it in. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
When you look at this Saints defense, so they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this pass broken up. And the contact.
1 second. Ridiculous.
Time there, and now 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possession.
Ultimate test. 4 and out.
We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receiver.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Yeah, you thought
defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
Damn.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. They'll start with the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Good job, Davis. You're doing exactly what I want you to do.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep. Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Oh, what a move. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return.
I might have to cut this short, so let's just see what happens. God. Back and forth, back and forth.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And this win was impressive, Charles. And look, they were honest with us this week. They had this game circled on the calendar for quite a while, coming in and taking down the reigning Super Bowl champions.
Oh, yeah.
And you
Reigning
and I both
Super
know
Bowl
from experience
champions.
that having the title reigning Super Bowl champs is a blessing, but a curse when the next season begins, right? Because everyone circles that game on their schedule. They can't wait to come in and play. And they often do things you don't even expect because they figure, what do we have to lose? We're playing the Super Bowl champs.
Down. Patty 2 rings.
So for New Orleans, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA.
I'm a Kansas City fan in real life, 25 years or so, but Jesus criminy. Minshew 8, Saints 8. Scary carry defense, beat a reigning Super Bowl championship team. But yeah, 5-0. I mean, the only team that really gave us a scare, I mean, Falcons did okay, but the only team that gave me a scare was the Dallas Cowboys. And that was because we couldn't score any until I took over. Oh, no way. Demario Davis will have his X Factor active for the entire game. That is my star player. His X Factor is active for the entire game. That is nuts. Who are we playing? Who's going to be the next victim? Oh my God, the Buccaneers. Demario Davis is going to eat. Holy cow. Demario Davis is going to have his X Factor active the entire game next game against the Buccaneers. I feel sorry. I'm going to destroy the Buccaneers, going to destroy the Broncos, going to destroy the Chargers. Like, I feel sorry for some of these teams. They are just not ready for that 4-3, like, storm, like, blitz zone. But I'm going to cut it off here. I got to go do a few things. Thank you for watching. Anybody in the future that might get this far. I've been having a lot of fun with this team. I might start picking the Saints if their defense is this crazy when you switch them over to base 4-3. That's nuts. But thank you. Hopefully you watch again, and I'll see you later.